Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So the other day I was talking to this guy and he was asking me, he was like, hey, Mr. Locario, is it good or should you, talk to women about dating and should you get their advice about dating? That's basically what he was asking. He was like, should you ask a woman how to get chicks? Because if she's a woman, she should know, right? Now, I've talked about this subject before, but I want to go, a little bit more into it so that you guys understand what's really going on, right? Now, the thing you got to understand is this, is that when it comes to women giving you dating advice, giving you advice on how to get girls and all this other stuff, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, the advice that they're going to give you is not going to help you. Why? Because what happens is that when women are giving you this advice, what they're doing is they're telling you what benefits them, but they're not telling you necessarily what works on them. Because one, a lot of them don't know what works. And two, if they do know what works, they don't really want to let you know, because a lot of times the things that work to attract the woman, it doesn't make the woman look that good in certain cases, because you'll be like, why would a woman gravitate to that type of behavior? But they just do, right? Now the thing is, if you ask a woman, hey, how do you get girls, how you do this, how you do that, a lot of times they're going to just tell you things that benefit them. So for example, you might ask a girl, you might say, hey, do you think it's a good idea for me to buy women drinks? And then the girl's going to say, yeah, of course, right? She's going to say that because she is the person who benefits from guys buying her drinks. Doesn't necessarily mean buying her drinks works, or buying women drinks in general works to get them and attract them. It's just that when you're saying that, right, she's going to say, yeah, hell yeah, that's great, because that's going to benefit her. Do you understand? But what she doesn't understand is that in a lot of cases, if she's talking to dudes who she's not really feeling, those dudes end up buying her drinks, but that's not going to make her like him. She's just going to take the drink and keep it moving. So giving you that advice of, buying a woman drinks, it's not really something that's going to work. It's just something she's saying that's going to benefit her. Do you understand? Also, what women will tell you sometimes is when you ask them advice, they're going to tell you things that that you should do that would basically, fill her ego or feed her ego, basically. So you'll ask the girl, hey, should I do this or should I do that, or should I make these things happen? And she's going to be like, yeah, do this and do that and do that, because she knows that those things that you're asking that you should do, she knows that those things are going to make her feel good. So if you say to a girl, hey, should I compliment a girl and send her text every day to tell her how beautiful she is, she's like, yeah, that's great, women will love that. That's like the gentlemanly thing to do, and yada 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 yada. But if you do this, right, these women are not going to be fucking with that. They're not going to be fucking you by you sending them text every day complimenting them. That's just not how it goes. They're just telling you things that's going to benefit them. See, the thing is, if you really want to get advice on attracting women, right, what you need to do is you need to talk to a man who attracts women. Do you understand? Because you are a man trying to attract women. This woman is a woman who has no experience being a man attracting women. Do you understand? So she can't really give you the advice that you need. Do you understand what I'm saying? All she's going to give you, all she's going to say is things that benefit her, but it's not going to really benefit you. It's kind of like this. Let's say if you have someone who's a boss, right? And he owns a company, right? Now imagine that boss is talking to some other person who is an employee of some other company. Let's say this person is not an employee of his company, but it's just an employee of some other company, right? And so he's at a bar, he's talking to this employee. The boss is saying to this other employee who works at like Target or whatever, he's saying, hey, I got this company. I need your advice. Do you think that, I should give, all of my employees a 50% raise, right? So this boss is asking that or telling that to this employee. So the employee is going to be like, hell yeah, give him a 50% raise. That'll be fucking awesome, right? The reason why the employee is saying that, because that employee would have loved if his boss or her boss was to give a 50% raise, right? But the thing is, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's good advice for that boss to get. Do you understand? Because another person who is a boss might tell that boss, hey, listen, I don't think that 50% raise is going to do you good, because, if you give everybody 50% raise, because then, it's going to be too much money that you're giving your employees, and then you're not going to have enough money to, stock the inventory, and then you're probably going to end up going out of business because, this and this and this and that. So this other boss, he understands what it is to be a boss, so he's giving you that boss advice to make you advance in whatever you're trying to do. All the employee is doing is giving you advice that will help a fellow employee. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily even bad that, women will give you advice that's going to benefit them. It's, it's natural. They're going to probably say some shit that's going to, benefit their situation. But you got to understand this when you are trying to get advice from women. This is why I always hear guys, they're like, oh, well, I should ask a woman. A woman would know. And then you have women even co-signing this like, yeah, I'm a woman. I could tell you this and this and that. But the thing is that they are not in a position to tell you that shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like if you get a package delivered to your house from Amazon or something, right? You receive the package, right? Now, let's say if I wanted to build a business like Amazon that delivers packages, right? Now, would it make sense for me to talk to you who's receiving the package, or would it make sense for me to talk to the person who's delivering the package if I want to learn how to be the person who delivers packages for a living? Do you understand what I'm saying? The person on the receiving end can't tell me the ins and outs of delivering packages to customers. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when a woman is in the game, she is on the receiving end of the situation. So how is she going to be able to tell you how to do what a man is doing in order to attract women when she's on the receiving end of the situation, being a woman, you understand? Being that person who's receiving the game at this point, you understand? Now, again, like I was saying earlier, a lot of women, they can't explain this to you because they're on that, they're on that receiving end. They don't even know how it works. All they know is that they're interacting with the guy and they're attracted to him. They're responding to whatever he's doing. So he has to know what to do. So the person who you would actually holler at for advice, in most cases, will be another man. Now, does this mean that women can't give you some solid advice when it comes to relationships and you trying to get girls and all this other stuff? No, there's girls who understand these things, a girl who's aware, a girl who knows how to sort of look at things objectively and give you a straight, honest answer. There are some, dating coaches that I know who are women who give really great advice to men. Do you understand? But there's a vast majority of women, even women dating coaches or just women in general, who don't really have the advice that you need. You understand what I'm saying? So I know a lot of guys who will sort of seek out or sort of ask women, maybe their female friends, their female colleagues, their sisters, their aunts, whoever, any other female that you might want to ask them some advice because you think, well, she's a woman, so she should know. But what you got to understand is that most of these women, they're not going to be able to tell you the shit. You understand? Just like I said with the example of delivering the packages, right? If I want to be a package delivery person or a package delivery company, you understand? I can't ask the person receiving it. I got to ask the person who actually does the packaging. I got to ask, okay, how do you do this? What type of warehouse do you have? What type of people do you need to hire? What's the process of, putting this stuff in a package, getting to here to there? That person who does that is the person who knows, not the person receiving it. When you receive a package, all you know is I go to my door, open it, and wow, the package is there. So I can't really tell you all the intricacies of delivering packages because I don't fucking know. I'm just on the receiving end. Same way where women, they're on the receiving end of the game. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why you know, most of the time women can't really give you that type of advice. You feel what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, you know, hit you guys with that real quick. Listen, if you guys have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.